A man decided to remove the four legs of a horse, combine its reproductive and excretory systems, and in doing so, created a new creature, the snake. This was how the designers of the world imagined their creatures. However, they didn't anticipate that the snake, as soon as it was born, would eat a bird egg designed by another colleague. The snake only knew how to eat eggs, which greatly troubled the colleague. The man suggested making the eggs spiked, but that would make it incredibly uncomfortable for the bird mother to incubate them, almost like sitting on needles. He then proposed that the bird mother carry the eggs around, or maybe the eggs could grow legs and run on their own. But this idea was so absurd it was obviously unfeasible. In the end, they decided to reinforce the eggshell so that the snake couldn't break it. But once the shell was reinforced, even the baby bird couldn't break free, no matter how hard it tried, which left everyone scratching their heads. Finally, they thought of designing it so that as soon as the snake appeared, the baby bird could immediately break out of the egg. But to their surprise, as soon as the bird emerged, it was swallowed by the snake in one bite. This outcome made them realize that they couldn't just keep tinkering with the eggs. They needed to address the problem from the root. So, they decided to design a bird nest that would protect the eggs from the snake. A colleague upgraded the nest, creating something so impressive that even Newton would have been moved to tears. The next day, as everyone arrived at work, they found the colleague looking dejected. It turned out that after upgrading the nest, the snake relentlessly attacked it. So, the nest was redesigned into a maze, which, while functional, was far from aesthetically pleasing. The colleague, feeling hopeless, quickly designed a new bird-snake hybrid, a bird of prey that would specifically hunt snakes. Watching this new creature easily defeat the snakes, the designer of the snakes felt a tinge of sadness, muttering, "Oh, my poor snake." Meanwhile, someone had taken inspiration from the horse design and, in a burst of creative madness, created the Pegasus. But when it was submitted to the manufacturing department, it was rejected. The reason? The Pegasus was too heavy to fly. Even the bird designers supported the decision, stating that for birds to fly, they needed hollow bones and wings, and they also had to frequently excrete. To make a horse fly, not only would it need incredibly strong muscles, it would also need to be extremely lightweight and excrete constantly. Clearly, this wasn't going to work. However, Miss Jenny brought some good news. She had successfully created a giraffe based on the design of a deer. But as soon as the giraffe stretched its neck, it fainted from insufficient blood flow to the brain, as its head was too far from its heart. The group then suggested lengthening the giraffe's legs, which would allow it to reach the leaves of trees, but this created a new issue. Drinking water became a problem. They decided to take a holistic approach, hoping to find a solution. When Miss Jenny took the giraffe back, a colleague suggested that she could add bacteria to the giraffe's stomach that would break down leaves into proteins, allowing the giraffe to survive solely on grass. Eventually, the giraffe was completed, but even this height was difficult for birds to escape from.